Hey everyone, I'm Noah from the Super Gamer Bros, and welcome back to another episode of GreedFall. In the last episode, we continued the second main quest, and we're all caught up, and now we have to tell Constantine what happened. Spoiler alert, it was not good. Oh gosh, he looks so awful ever since we continued the quest. Just worse and worse.
My fair cousin! Come closer and tell me what brings you.
I wanted to inform you of our progress in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised me, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him Enon Mil Frictimen, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it take shape with my own eyes during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Katasak, my friend. I saw you flinch hearing that name. You are familiar with this being.
All of the Donegada know him, even in their flesh. He is Tirfradi. It is with him we make our bond, but I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that is exactly what we did. Cousin, I know that I ask much of you, but I have no choice. You need to go and find this magical being. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that he wants, but we must have this remedy. I need it.
I shall do all in my power, Constantine. I promise you. But is there a way to communicate with him? I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext, in the hopes that it would kill me.
There is a way so sacred that even we Donegada cannot use it. Enon Mil Frictimen decides. It is not I who judges your intentions. Go and find Glendan, the sage of the village council of Dorhagenadu. If he deems you worthy, he will guide you.
Alright, will do.
To speak with him, you must present this seal. It will prove that you are the friend of a member of the council.
I had no idea that such a talisman was required.
You have not yet been named Mal of your clan, Siora, daughter of Bladnet. When this has come to pass, we will give you a seal that allows you to give voice to your friends when visiting the council.
It is a symbol of great trust. Why are you awarding me this?
I do not wish to lose the soul who has put their life in my hands. And also, you have proven you are our friend back there in my village.
Thank you, Katasak. I will not forget this honor you bestow upon me. And thank you, fair cousin, for everything.
Alright, so now we're gonna try to learn how to talk to the god of this island. This story is crazy. Almost as crazy as the Forgotten City. Remember that one? Was that one out yet? I don't know. I don't even know if I recorded that one, actually. I don't think I did. It was a lot of talking. You wouldn't have liked it. If you're watching this, you would have loved it. That's the point. Oh, what am I doing? I know you're yelling at me while I'm lost in thought. I gotta go to the Desarde residence. It is definitely the fastest place to fast travel from in most of the cities. And I feel like that's the point, so you spend time there. You know, at least traveling. Sometimes going to sleep. The cool thing about going everywhere already is I can fast travel.
Do it!
Hello. My name is Desardet. I am the legate of the merchant congregation. May I enter?
Good day, Legate de Sardet. No. This building is closed to Renaigse.
I am Siora, daughter of Bladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember. And a Vorst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal. But you are not yet Mal in her stead. And you do not carry her seed. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot allow you to enter.
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
Here is the seal of
You
Donegad
did know, he
Katasak,
told us.
of the village of Wenshav.
And so you are a trusted friend of the great healer. He must see your true face and find it worthy. Enter. You are welcome.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin and many other people on our island suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that Enon Milfrictiman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions. Yes, that I can. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass.
Of course.
For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And I suppose this cavern is guarded.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people. Go now. Show us your truth.
I must leave.
Qua awelem say.
You have spoken to Glendon as you wanted. What more can I do?
I was asked to pass the trial of water.
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. It is a tremendous honor.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways, and your choice will... One way is through strength, the other by ruse, but I know no more than this. Anything else?
Nothing else, thank you.
Good luck.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little. But it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it. I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response, even if it allows you to get to where you are going. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that they must feed, and there are ways of altering food to make those who eat it fall into a deep...
Is that an idea that your mother used?
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep.
I don't have a sleeping potion on me.
the shadow engulf our enemies!
I need a bit of practice.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the enlightened protect me in this... May the enlightened help us.
You were freezing and you had this empty stare. The water in the basin spoke to you, no?
Yes. Exactly like the lightning-struck tree. I was something else for a brief moment.
Tell us. Visions like this are guides, keys for the sacred rituals.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then, the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated, and I was suddenly with you again. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent life? The drawing on this stone, the sun is visible. The drawing on this stone makes me think of fire, I'm certain. This drawing looks like an infant. Could it represent... Here. This looks like a snowflake. Snow or maybe ice. This stone is adorned with the etching of a drop of water. This stone is blackened, eaten away. I think it is supposed to evoke death. This stone bears the image of a storm, or perhaps the wind. On this stone, the sun is visible. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order. I must have lit the candles in the wrong order.
Tell us again what you saw when you touched this basin.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then, the sun warmed me, and suddenly I bounced on the ground, and I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle. Evidently, I shouldn't have lit this candle.
Once again, these visions open gates. Try to remember them.
I was in the sky. I was floating, carried by the wind. And it was a cold feeling. I was high up and it was getting colder and colder. I felt my blood freezing in my veins. I fell to the ground and spun slowly. And then, the sun warmed me. And suddenly I bounced on the ground. And I was taken by the bubbling current of this creek. Then, just like before, the vision dissipated. And I was suddenly with you again. I need a bit of practice.
My dear child, what
I will
take...
That was weird.
This must be the seal that Glendan spoke of. It looks like the silhouette of the mountain of Tir Fredi, and a face is drawn within it.
The spirit of the volcano. One of the faces of Einon Mil Frichtemann.
I mean, we're gonna be honest about what happened. She might be a little upset about killing those animals.
Ber tir tu mad on Olmanawi. I congratulate you for passing the trial. Enter.
And so you have returned. Can you tell me what the seal deep within the cavern brings into your mind?
A face in the mountain of Tir Fredi.
Then you have seen the true face of the island when looking into her waters. And the island has seen inside you. You have given the blood of the animals that protected the entrance to the passage. You have chosen strength a first time. In choosing the path of silence, you avoided confronting the Dosantats. Finally, you have completed the ritual. And in so doing, the Guardian recognized you as a wise man. You choose to trust the way of ruse and wisdom. It is a difficult path, but it carries generous fruits. The island has seen your intelligence and also your compassion. The friendship of Katasach towards you no longer surprises me.
Am I authorized to encounter Einon Mil Frichtemann now? To present him with my request?
If the High King agrees, yes. We shall not oppose that decision. Only a High King or High Queen is allowed to open the sanctuary. I warned you. Your voyage is far from over.
I suppose that I'm going to need to convince him as well. Where can I find him?
I do not know. And I believe that it may be another trial on your path to find the one you seek.
Is he hiding? Has he been captured?
He disappeared several months ago. Since then, we have not heard from him. He was worried about the Renaigse. The last people to have seen him, I'm told, were the most important chiefs of the clans here at the council. There was Deirdre, Blatnid, Ulan, and Dunkas.
My mother, alas, can tell us nothing more.
Yes, I heard about your loss, Siora. And the Vorst Tirse. Mourning is a difficult time to pass.
And the Vorst Tirse. Thank you, Glinda.
Deirdre is the Mal of the clan of the Storm Warriors. You will find her in the village of Fel.
I have already met her. She sent me to confront a guardian.
That sounds like her. Ulan is the Mal of the village of Vignamri, near the coast. It is said that he welcomes the Renaigse. As for Dunkas,
I've definitely met
he
all
leads
these people.
the Vigidor. He is the chief of the Earth Healers. His village is not very far from the Didekidan.
Very well. I will go and see them. Try to find this High King. Thank you, Glenda.
Kwa'awalamsek. I hope that you will find him.
Karantz, I need to talk to you. I have to ask you for another favor.
I'm listening, Siora.
Do you remember the mine shakers in my village?
Yes. If I understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made with them.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the Lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Of course. Let's go.
Yeah, so we'll switch and do that quest first. Might require traveling. It does.
Hello, my child. What a pleasure to see someone come to us with such eagerness. Do you want to hear the word of Saint Matthias and come?
Not really, Father. My name is de Sardet. I'm the legate of the congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Ex. What can we do for you?
We would like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with Bladnid.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But since you are asking, we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight against the Alliance.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their pagan cult and turn towards the light.
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a Donegar.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path, even if she was attached to tradition. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement according to your own ritual.
She had an engraver come to Val Ristal.
He carved your strange symbols in the stone.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
By not respecting us, you are committing blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that we punish severely.
Because you think that you can administer justice here. I am the daughter of Bladnid, and you are...
Siora, let's not get into another battle and make new enemies. Let's go find this stone.
That is an excellent idea. Then you will see that we are telling the truth.
At least everything. Oh. Wow, okay. So anyway. Yeah, it's been 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here, and here is where we'll pick up in the next episode, doing this side quest for Siora before we continue the main quest. So if you enjoyed the, you know, I guess this section of GreedFall, a very long game so far, one of the longest I've played on the channel by myself. Anyway, yeah, if you've been enjoying it as much as me, go and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.